Coming to you from New York City. Bringing the video podcast for global Filipinos around the world. Watch and listen as we speak and get to know different celebrities, icons, influencers, and inspiring people. Join Jesse Dang and Jay Cass as they talk about anything and everything while bridging the gap between Filipinos of different generations and genres of choice. This is Over a Glass or Two.
Aba, wala na tayong wala na tayong, hindi tayo pixelate para, ayan, speaking of that, nag-pixelate naman ako. Oo nga, parang nag-pixelate ng konti si Jcas. Anyways, kumusta po kayong lahat? Kumusta ka na, Jcas?
Ay, masayang-masaya dahil po galing ako sa speed dating.
Oo nga. Kumusta ang speed dating last night?
Oh my God, it's my first time and nakaka-nervous siya. Buti meron akong kaibigan na kasama. It was really fun. There's actually like 40 to 50 people. And
wow.
Posted ko 28. At ang naani ko, grabe, bakla, yung bibig ko. I have never said the word podcast in my life so many times.
Oh my God!
tapos, ang naani ko naman ay 4. Ayan. Pero,
at least may nakuha kang 4.
Email ang takan sa website at isa pa lang ang sumagot, hindi ko masyado bet.
Oh my God.
Ganyan talaga ang buhay. Tignan natin kung ano pa mangyayari.
Pero wait, sa ganun ba pagka speed dating? So, yung 28 na yon, so you can get, nakausap mo, you can get their number, walang ganon, walang...
Oo, apparently, wala namang rule. So, meron ako talagang binabalik-balikan kasi, talagang super fun siya, nakakatawa, and I see other people and guys too na natutuwa sa kanya. Sabi ko, parang front runner to Tapos parang kunwari, sinabi ko lang na, how is this gonna be later? Sabi niya, I don't know. Okay, maybe I can get your number. Tapos, tumawa lang siya. Parang dinedma niya.
Okay.
Okay. So, ang kontakan nga is, if they like me, I will see their email and vice versa. Then we can send emails to each other.
Okay. Akala ko pwede mo nang i-take home after Pwede na i-take home.
It's really weird and really fun at the same time.
Okay.
I'm
so happy.
What surprised me most is I got to talk to people that I don't normally talk to. And then I'm surprised na, we have a connection. You know?
Oh my God, yes. So, hopefully, Jcas, you'll find your true love very soon. And ako naman, of course, syempre,
congratulations!
I know, salamat.
Ayan. But you know what? We're so also excited because you got a big rock.
I know.
From direct.
Okay lang. Oo nga, from direct. Oo,
pero parang ang mahal niyan, girl, ilang carats yan?
2.5.
Kung mahal, girl, parang naghirap si direct, pero parang kahit na madami.
Ayun, nananaba pa din siya. Hindi lahat ng naghikahos. So anyways,
usapan natin.
Oo nga, no? So anyways, ako magkwentuhan na tayo. Teka, excited na ako ngayong araw na to kasi ang aming special guest is, ako naman, kaibigan to ng aming tawag to, ng over a glass or pasensya na. Naghahang pa rin ako hanggang quick kwentuhan okay, mamaya na yan. Kwentuhan lang kasi talagang pagod dahil hindi ako kumain ng lunch. As in, ang first meal ko the whole day is just dinner. As in, 9 a.m., sunod-sunod ng meetings ko, back to back, and oh my God, pag uwi, gigil naman, we need to, alam mo yun, may storyboard kami, we have a new project, and then podcast. Sabi ko, Diyos ko Lord, ano ba to? Sana yumaman na tayo. So may ganun no? So anyways, ganun talaga. Kung walang tiyaga, walang nilaga. Ayan. So sige, i-introduce ko na ang ating special guest for this more night. I'm sure excited na po kayong lahat kasi na-miss niyo for sure to, no? Dahil isa to sa pinakamagandang mukha sa Philippine show business, right? O sige, introduce ko na po. Undoubtedly one of the best faces that grace Philippine show business is how we best describe our special guest for this more night. She has starred in several movies like Pedrito Masangkay, Walang Bakas ng Iniwan, Pro Boys, and Anak ng Pasig, to name a few. She's now living her best life here in the United States with her handsome husband. And of course, yung napaka-cute niyang baby na si Sloan. My God, ang sarap kurutin. Sana magkaroon pa ng next 2 babies, no? While touring around the world and joining international marathons. Let's catch up with her and find out what is she up lately. Guys, please welcome the beautiful, as always, Miss Beth Tamayo!
You guys, kamusta?
Okay lang. Grabe, ang ganda mo pa rin, Beth.
Ikaw naman, kamusta ka dyan?
Okay
Oo.
naman. Okay naman.
Beth, bago tayo mag-umpisa at magkwentuhan, would you like to say hi sa lahat ng mga fans mo all over the world, especially sa mga taga-TFC, FYE Channel, iWantTFC, Jeepney TV, Facebook, YouTube, lahat na. Go!
Po kayo, magandang umaga, hapon, tanghali, gabi. Thank you so much sa mga nagtutuning ngayon. Thank you very much po. And I hope that you will enjoy our chat ngayon, of course, with Jessie and J-Cas.
Grabe.
Tingla ako dito eh.
Oo nga, suki ka talaga. Pero alam mo, Beth, nagugulat ako. Bakit timeless? Ang ganda mo pa rin. Oh, anong secret mo? Anong ginagawa mo? Like, teka nga, direct na naman, bago, kinat na naman ako. Mag-picture daw muna tayo bago mo ikwento yan. Nakalimutan. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Tapos, kailangan ka naming i-welcome. So, my God, nabaliktad. Okay, ito na po. Kasama yan ang Pilipinas po. At sa aming Dearest USA, guys, let's all welcome ang napakagandang Miss Beth Tamayo. Welcome to Over a Glass or Two.
Yes, nice.
Cheers! O, ayan, ito yung totoong picture. O, ayan, sige, go. 1, 2, 3. Ayan, so parang nakalimutan po namin, hindi nangyari yung una-una. So anyways, excited kasi ako malaman yung secret ni Miss Beth Tamayo. Bakit? Oh my God, like, alam mo naman, 30s na tayo, di ba? Magpabata tayo. Yeah, pero what's your secret?
Wala, siguro. I mean, I do not really have like a strict regimen, like beauty regimen, except for not sleep. Of course, don't sleep with your makeup on. Never, ever, ever do that. Okay. Kahit na pagod na kayo, kahit lasing kayo or something, ask somebody to take off your makeup because I don't know. Even before, nung nag-artist, or I was very active in show business nung nasa Manila pa ako, kahit pagod na pagod ako, yung mami ko, nakahiga ako. Siya yung maglilinis ng mukha ko because she will not let me sleep with my makeup on. So kahit na nakaganyan na ako, siya na lang yung naglilinis ng mukha ko. And she's always told me na, kasi mami ko hindi rin nagme-makeup eh. Kilay lang si mother tsaka red lipstick, that's it. Walang makeup at all. As in,
ilang oras yung sleep mo, girl? Kasi ako mga ngayon mga 7 hours. Okay yun.
Okay yan. That's actually great. If ako swerte na ako if I could get a full 7 hours of sleep. Lately, I mean, I'm happy now if I get between 5 to 6 hours. It's different with a baby and also like, you know, you have a full-time job and a baby. Tapos, sinisingitan ko pa ng marathon training. You know, I wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning to run.
What?
Sumatakbo ako sa umaga, sa madaling araw before work. So I go to work, I have to be in the office at a certain time. So I have to like get it away. Tatakbo ako ng alas 4 ng madaling araw. I'll be finished in about an hour, hour and a half, depending on how long I have to run that day or what my training was asking for me. And then yun, get ready for work, get ready for Sloan. Gisingin ko si Sloan ng 7 o'clock and 7 a.m. And then I take her to the daycare now. So that's what we do. Like I drop her off to daycare now. And then I drive to work. And then I start my day. And then I come back again. Because if I do it at nighttime, I've done it before. I'm not really a morning person. I'm a night owl. Actually, I can stay up until, hanggang anong oras or whatever. So before, what I was doing, I was running in the evening. Pag pinatulog ko na si Sloan, tapos na mag-dinner, I'll hop on the treadmill ng mga 9 o'clock ng gabi. Minsan, I had a super late night. I was running at 11 o'clock in the evening. Matapos na yata ako mga 12:30 ng madaling araw. So it's not okay because you're so pumped up, diba? Gising na gising ka kasi makakbo ka ng ilang miles eh.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, paano naman ako matutulog?
Tutulog, yes.
So what I do is just like, I just go through my inbox at work and try to like respond to like emails supposedly for the next day. So kind of like starting my day around that time. Actually, I have colleagues because we're a global company, so I have colleagues in London. So I'm responding to their emails, and they were like, "Why are you responding to our emails? You know what time it is over there? It's like 1:30 in the morning." I was like, "Well, I just ran like this much, and I can't go to sleep, so might as well na mag-email na lang. I'll just try to do my work para during the day pag nasa office na." Konti na
lang gagawin mo, no?
Gagawin ko.
Bakit suddenly itong pagtakbo o marathon na napusuan mo ngayon?
I know, right? Well, actually, I'm so happy to see a lot of Filipinos are into running. It's so nice. Like here in the Bay Area, we have a big group of Filipino runners. So there's a group called PRG, Pinoy Runners Group Bay Area. So it's Southern California. Marami, we're everywhere. It's global. There's PG in New York, there's New Jersey, there is in Guam, there's in Europe. So ang nakakatuwa, if you go to like marathon destinations, let's say I go to London for the marathon, and then you meet all the other Filipino runners there. Pero nag-uusap-usap sa Facebook, magmi-meet ups, nakakatuwa naman because you get to see you get to meet other Filipino runners. Ako nag-start lang ako, kailan ba ako nag-start mag-marathon? 2017. I'm actually a late bloomer. 40 years old na ako nag-start ako.
Nag-start ka? Wow.
When I started running.
Kaya pala mukha kang bata kasi 'di ba if you run a lot, sabi nila yung anong tawag doon yung sweat and the morphine
happy endorphins as well. So you're just happy ka lang kasi and I don't know.
Ako gusto kaya ako nagja-jog after ng work ko sa gabi, mga 30 to 1 hour because of the endorphins. You feel good and I stay slim kahit paano kasi I have the fat gene. Pero it never occurred to me na gusto ko mag-marathon, yung matagal na tumatakbo, yung mga ngalay na tapo.
Parang nakakapagod yun, no?
Paano mo marathon? Wait, tatakbo ako ng milya-milya.
It's actually, so a full marathon is 42 kilometers, which is 26.2 miles. It's not an easy feat. I mean, I'm sure it's mahirap din siya. I mean, you have to do training. Running is all mental. Sometimes your body can still run, kaya pa niyang tumakbo, but your brain just tells you na, tama na, hindi mo na kaya or something. That's why we always say running is mental. There's a lot of self-talking eh. Kakausapin mo talaga yung sarili mo na, you got this. You trained for this one. It's okay. You got this. Yung i-hype mo rin yung sarili mo. And then during the run, it's actually funny kasi for me, I always say that running for me is therapeutic in a way because it clears my head. Every time, like after a long day at work, or minsan you're stressed out about other things, personal things or whatever, parang it just melts away. Pag tumakbo ka, parang wala na lang. Yung view mo is like kung saan ka tumatakbo, people watching ka rin naman while you're running because you see
exactly.
And then if you're out in the trails, you see there's like birds and I don't usually put headphones. I try not to do headphones when I'm running so I can just like, just kind of like
savor the moment, no?
Savor the moment, listen to the birds and the bees and literally, and just like you know, and it's nice. It just really clears my head. Pagkatapos ko tumakbo, parang, ang sarap ng pakiramdam ko. I don't feel anything. Parang feeling ko wala akong problema sa buhay. Although meron akong problema, pero it just makes you feel good. For me, that's how it is. So,
how many hours yung marathon na yan? Yung full and half marathon?
So for me, it depends. So minsan may mga marathons na they have a cut-off. Kailangan matapos ka na in 6 hours or 7 hours.
Oh my
Iba
God.
minsan 8 hours. Like the New York Marathon, di ba minsan yung the last person to cross, gabi na. As in, ginabi na siya. It took them like 8+ hours or almost 9 hours yata kasi nilakad na nila yung last how many miles. But still, you know, there's still people from New York. New York is one of the best major marathons kasi it's like a big block party.
Totoo yan. Yes,
Simula sa Staten Island, going down to all the 5 boroughs, everyone's just like cheering you on. It's like a big block party.
So, hindi nila ititigil yan hanggat hindi nagka-cross yung last, hanggat hindi siya nagka-quit.
Yeah.
Pwede ka mag-quit? Pwede ka mag-quit? Kasi gutom ka na, naamoy may barbecue sa gilid.
Exactly. O pagod ka na lang talaga, hindi mo na kaya. You can. But syempre pag nandun ka na and then you see other people na parang, no, you can't quit. Quitting is not an option. You gotta go kahit gapangin mo na siya, go. So, you know.
Wait, you can't eat? Well, of course you can't eat, no? You just have to run. So and water.
Yeah, you can get water. There's always aid stations naman. Most of the big marathons, they always have aid stations everywhere. So you can have some water, electrolytes, and then may mga bananas, apples, maraming nagbibigay ng pagkain. There's actually tons of volunteers who give away a lot of food. Dami.
Oh my God, ang galing pala ng ano, si Jcas nga, si Jcas talaga. Nakalimutan.
Ako na naman tinuro mo, kasama ka girl. Tayo ang
pero ilang oras yan to ilang months or weeks ang training nito? Let's say, Jcas and I will decide to, start our first small marathon.
If you want to do a full marathon, which is the 26.2 miles, usually the training is from 16 to 18 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Ano yung mga 5 miles lang? Pwede ba yun?
Yung mga 5 miles, let's say yung mga 5K. 5K is 3.1 miles. So 10K is 6.2. What's this? Yeah, there's tons of training plans online, yung from couch to 5K. As in, literally from your couch, na-decide mo lang na, maybe I should run a 5K, like a 3-mile run. There's training plans for that. Very low mileage lang. You will start from like jogging, and then time on your feet. Magsa-start ka lang na 15 minutes muna, takbo ka ng 15 minutes. Tapos after nun, takbo ka ng mga 20 minutes. And then you kind of just like incrementally add time on your feet. Kasi kailangan mong masanay to be on your feet for a long time if you want to do endurance race, a full marathon. Kasi, like ako, most of my marathons are like between 4.5 hours to 4:45. Yun yung mga finish times ko. Which is actually good. I think, which is relatively
normal lang yun, yung 4.5 na tumatakbo.
No, merong mabilis, less than 4 hours.
So after that, I guess you get self-satisfaction, bragging rights, medals, and what you said earlier, camaraderie.
Yeah.
Exactly, with a lot of people.
I'm not going to be biased, but the running community is the best community you'll ever have. And then the friends that you will get who are runners, because they're all positive people. They always just cheer you on. Yeah. And not just on races. They just cheer you on life. Kahit sa buhay mo lang.
Oh, wow.
Like whatever it is that I have like a group text with my runner friends. Like, good morning, happy Monday, happy Thursday. Tapos minsan may mga, ang sakit ng tuhod ko. I think I have an injury or whatever. Oh, girl, punta ka na sa chiropractor mo. Cheering you on, ha. Punta ka na. Gusto mo bang ipag-drive kita? Everyone is just like super positive. Everyone is just like, parang, just, always there for you. Yes, they will always be there for you no matter what. Hindi lang during races, but on anything and everything. Kaya sabi ko, runners are the best people that you could surround yourself with.
Oo nga.
Paano yun?
Parang tama ka, positive, no? Oo.
Paano yung pagbabadminton mo? Yun ang alam kong love mo dati.
Pati yun, di ba?
Yes,
badminton din.
You know what? I haven't been training because I don't have any race coming up right now. So wala akong training. And I was actually asking some people around here in our neighborhood, sabi ko, saan ba may badminton court dito? Kasi naghahanap ako ng badminton. Because I miss it. I mean, for a while, I haven't played badminton in a while. So we found one. I think there's like 3 badminton courts around our area. Not really far, pa mga 10 minutes drive. Baka check namin ni Papa, ni Jowa. Maybe we'll go there.
Bilib ako kasi ang galing nung discipline mo, no? Imagine mo 4 a.m. tapos you have a baby pa. Tapos you have to go to work. Ay, parang di ko ataka yun. Pero parang mind over matter talaga siya, no?
Why when I crossed the finish line, this last 3 marathons that I did postpartum. So my first marathon, I was like almost 8 months postpartum. It was Big Sur in 2022. And then I did Chicago Marathon last year in October. And then Tokyo, which was this year in March, nitong March. I always give myself a pat on the back. Kasi parang cheer ko na lang din yung sarili ko na, good job ka dyan! Good job ka dyan!
Yes.
Because a mother, like being a mom and training for a full marathon and carving the time to do that, and also doing all these things, making sure your baby's healthy and happy and all these things. Yeah. So, it's like,
oh my God, okay.
prepping her dinner, prepping everything, and then just making sure the household is okay, So, hindi naman to katulad sa atin sa Pilipinas na may mga katulong tayo who's gonna take care of everything. So, diba? So, I was so happy here.
Ano yan?
Oh my God.
Tokyo.
At one good thing is nakakapunta ka pa sa different countries.
Yeah.
And you meet people from different countries as well.
Exactly. So Dominic, my pamangkin, Dom Roque, was the one who took all of these pictures.
Ang gwapo ni Dom. Oh my gosh.
Ang gwapo.
This is the first time that he actually saw me race. So first time. And then after nung race, we were having drinks, parang celebratory drinks. Afterwards, sabi niya, tsaka yung isang pamangkin ko si Jeff, silang dalawa, sabi niya, ate, grabe, no? Parang, what's our excuse? Kung kayo, sabi niya, kung kayo, kaya nyo tumakbo ng ganun kalayo. Kasi they've seen runners in all shapes and sizes and age. Minsan meron ng lulugo-lugo or like probably 80 years old or something.
And they're still running?
They're running. So both of them were like, what's our excuse? I was like, exactly. What's your excuse? It's never...
what's our excuse, no?
Si Dom.
Yeah, he's starting and he plays tennis also. And one of my pamangkin, si Jeff, sabi din niya, ate, I'm gonna visit you in November. Maybe we can run a half marathon together. Sabi ko, aba, may na-record ko na yung pamangkin ko. And now they're like starting to train and also, even si Bea, sabi rin ni Bea, ate, gusto ko rin, parang dream ko rin yan, isa sa bucket list niya is to run a marathon. Sabi ko, sige, samahan kita. Sabi ko, ako pacer mo. Ako lang yung taga-cheer sa'yo. Samahan kita tumakbo side by side. I'll just cheer you on while running with you. So,
sabi, I don't know when that's
happen. Let's see. So sabi ko, I'm always here to support any runner friend or any runner na...
sige.
Diba?
So we know na pagka nag-decide kami,
mag-cheer ko.
Tatawagan ka namin. Imagine mo sana na taga New York ka lang ulit, no?
Parang talagang race dyan.
Oo nga. Teka nga pala, speaking of that, why did you move pala from New York? I mean, from New York to California?
Well, for work. So my boss actually, from New York, he's originally from here, from San Francisco.
Okay.
So he was on rotation in our office. So he was posted in New York for like 3 years. And then after natapos na yung rotation niya for 3 years, he was supposed to come back here in the Bay Area. And he was like, well, I want to take Beth with me because I'm his assistant. I'm his executive assistant. And usually relocation packages are not given to assistants, to any admin person. Usually they give it to executives, associates, and all. But my boss actually fought for me. Sabi niya, it's going to be cheaper to move Beth than find another one or whatever. And I like working with her. She knows me already and all these things. So I was the very first admin from our company who was relocated.
Galing.
Wow.
And then my boss was like, you know what? If you're not happy here in 1 year, after 1 year, you can always go back to New York. So I had that kind of guarantee na kung di ako mag-enjoy dito sa
Yeah.
San Francisco, then I can always go back to New York and support some people there. Eh, after naman in a year, parang Bay Area kind of like grew on me. Nung una parang sabi ko, oh my God, it's so boring here.
Yeah,
Talaga?
compared to New York, yes.
From New York where everybody's like on the go, right?
Yes.
And parang, you know, you text your friends out of the blue, hey, wanna have a drink? Out of the 5 people that you texted, 2 of them or at least 3 of them will show up. Diba? Yung
Ganon, yes.
on the spot. But
Yes.
here in San Francisco, what I figured is like, you text people, magsischedule kayo mga 2 months in advance para magkita kayo for a
Yeah.
drink.
Kaloka.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. And then everyone else kasi parang, well, it's expensive in the city in San Francisco, right? So even my coworkers na gusto kong, oh, you wanna have like when I was still, you know, parang first few months na parang, do you wanna have a drink? Like after work lang, you know, just have a nightcap or whatever. Everyone's hurrying up to go home kasi they don't live in San Francisco. It's either they have to take the ferry to go home because they're like probably like an hour and a half away. Or magka-Caltrain pa sila.
Yes.
So, alam mo yun, yung malayo talaga sila. Nasa San Jose, nasa San Mateo, nasa San Rafael, or whatever. So, everywhere in the Bay Area. So, they're like, I'm sorry, we gotta go home. And so, I was
1
like,
hour lang, 30 minutes lang.
Ikaw ba nasa city ka ngayon?
hmm?
Nasa city ka naka-stay ngayon?
Oh, so we're staying in Hayward, which is 25 minutes away from the city. So, still not bad, but so it's considered like East Bay, east of San Francisco. But yeah, yun lang, yung parang everyone's just like,
Chill.
yeah, chill. Sabi ko, I don't think I would be able to make it here in a year. And then, tsaka na lang siguro pumasok because at that time when I first relocated here, so we had corporate housing. Yung corporate housing namin was along the water in Embarcadero. So I go down there, I see a lot of people running. Daming tumatakbo, naglalakad, nagbabike, naggaganyan. So alam mo yun, kaya sabi ko, and the weather here in the Bay Area or in San Francisco, kasi parang all year round maganda. It's always in the 50s, 60s. Tapos kapag summer, sige, iinit ng bongga, pero parang all year round, it's really like this. It's not very crazy like
New
York na
New York, yes.
extreme na init or extreme na lamig.
Malamig, yes.
So, sakto lang din siya. So, I thought about it. Sabi ko, kaya pala maraming tao was doing like outdoor activities. They're biking, they're running, they're like power walking. Kasi nga, all year round, gano'n, maganda mag-train.
The weather is inviting,
Exactly.
basically.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hindi mo namimiss ang snow?
Actually, minsan namimiss ko siya. Alam mo naman maganda yung unang bagsak ng
Bagsak. Tapos pag tumagal na, ano ba yan? Ang dumi-dumi na.
4 seasons.
Pero hindi mo namimiss ang New York? Like, you know, maybe one of these days you guys will come back? I mean, we'll relocate here?
So every year, I always find a reason to go back to New York. Birthday ni ganito, binyag ni ganyan. Go, pupunta ako. Kaya, like, nung November that I was there last year, I wasn't running the race, but I know 2 friends who were running the marathon, the New York Marathon. So,
Okay.
I'll fly and cheer you guys on. So, nag-fly ako dyan. Here. You know, I always find reasons to go home. I always call naman New York my second home. So, at least in a year, I'll go like minimum 2, max 4 times a year. I mean, can you imagine? Sloan's first trip is New York.
Wow. Ayan na. Next na punta mo ng New York ha. Kailangan nating mag-meet. Hindi marathon, pero iinom tayo.
We'll cheer you on and then we'll have cocktails later.
Exactly. Exactly. Ganun na lang, no? Pero wait, aside from, New York, what about acting? Kasi napakagaling mong artista and then you stop. Wait, kailan ka nag-move pala dito sa US?
So I moved 2009.
Oh my God, di ba yan yung peak ng career mo?
Well, actually, nag-peak naman. Ang peak ko, 98, 99, 2000, hanggang 2006, 7. Well, I got married. My first marriage was 2000. Kailan ba ako kinasal? My God, nakalimutan ko na yung first ko.
Yeah, mo ex na yun eh. Pero oo,
Tagal
something
na
like
nun eh.
that. Yes.
Oh,
But yeah, so the late 90s and then the early 2000s was like my heydays.
Okay.
As in, movies left and right, TV shows here, endorsements, and then mga racket shows, shows, provincial shows and all these things. Yeah, and then I met my husband, and then naglaylo na rin naman ako since then. Kasi parang most of the offers at that time was like yung mga sexy roles na.
Oh yeah, mga ST Queen, yun yung time na yun, di ba? Oo.
So, nung time na parang sabi ko, hindi naman ako. I mean, I'm not like, I don't see myself as like that na, I mean, no offense to kahit na sexy before.
Exactly.
I'm just not really comfortable. I don't even see myself sexy. Alam mo yun, yung kung ako nga hindi ko mapaniwala yung sarili kong sexy.
Oo, tas
Ano ko mapaniwala lahat?
pero maraming offer na
maraming offer for sure.
Merong mga gusto magsugal ng mga producers, and I don't know. I talked to somebody about this na parang there was never a time in my life na I knew I was gonna make it to a certain level, pero hindi ko pinush kasi parang sabi ko, I don't know if I don't believe in myself enough. Kasi diba, like my best friend Judian Santos is Judian Santos.
Exactly.
I will never be able, or kahit na anong gawin ko, hindi kami magiging magka-level. I'll always be her support, which is fine. Ako yung kontrabida niya sa soap opera before. Pero yung mga ka-level niya, like sila nila Claudine, di ba? Sila yung mga magkakasabay. Claudine Barreto, siya. Ang mga ka-level ko at that time, parang mga Angelo De Leon. Tapos
yes.
Sunshine Cruz.
Yes.
Sino pa ba? Yun yung mga kasabayan ko eh. So, si Sunshine nag-launch. Like, because she was nag-sexy din kasi siya. She was given a launching movie and all these things. I was being offered to be launched. Pero, yun nga, I don't have that self-confidence that I can carry a movie. Yung tipong yung kaya ko mag-solo. I guess maybe because I'm also like, takot din ako na mag-flop yung pelikula.
Oh,
and then
okay.
It will hit me back na parang, syempre mas madidisappoint lang ako na hindi kumita yung pelikula, madidisappoint yung producer ko or all of this. And kumbaga, bago pa dumating sa point na yun, inunahan ko na parang, I don't think I'm in that level. And people were like, why don't you believe in yourself? Bakit hindi ka naniniwala sa sarili mo na you can do it or whatever? So, I don't know. I guess because by nature, I also don't like disappointing people. By nature, I'm like that. Like, I'm always a people pleaser. I mean, that's why, baby, because that's my job. I'm an executive assistant. I make people's lives easy.
Exactly.
Making sure that they get from point A to point B seamlessly.
Exactly.
So, I'm always been para akong, I'm a concierge. I'm also like, a people pleaser, entertainer, and all these things. Pero, and I don't like disappointing people. I don't like, so siguro at the time nung kasagsagan ko sa pelikula, I was always, okay na ako na leading lady ako. Kumbaga, parang bida pa rin naman yun. Pero,
exactly,
leading lady nga lang, pero hindi ikaw yung nagdala ng pelikula kasi hindi ka naman action star. Hindi.
Exactly. Pero nung time na yun, sobrang sobrang parang for a leading lady, usually hindi naman napapansin, pero yung name mo talaga is naging malaki. Diba? During that time.
I don't know. I guess I was lucky because most of the movies that I made, kahit na mga baguhan yung artista, like Michael Rivero. No one actually knew Michael Rivero, which is the son of Dante Rivero. He did some action movies and all these things. Like, nung nagsa-start din si John Regala, and then si Ian Veneracion, nag-action. So most of the movies that we did together actually made good in the box office. So parang,
yes.
na pangalanan ako or na parang lucky charm ng mga action star. Na parang, swerte pag si Beth ang leading lady, kumikita yung pelikula.
Wow.
Parang naging lucky charm. That's why I guess kahit si Tito Eddie Garcia, sila Ricky Dava, yung pelikula mga ginawa namin before, Raymart Santiago. So, and even comedy movie, like si Bitoy, si Michael V, yung first
Oh yeah, remember
launching,
that? Yeah.
yung launching ni Michael V na Rubberman sa Octo Arts, those were movies that made so much money. So, sabi nila, sa mga baguhan, sabi niya, si Beth magaling, siguro parang good karma daw kasi. I don't know.
Wow. Pero wait, so,
curious na ako kasi bago tayo mag-move on, balik tayo dun sa pagla-launch din sa Sexy, ha? I'm really curious lang, ha? Kasama ba yung, nauso ba yung sa kapanahunan mo yung kasama sa package yung i-launch ka, aayusin lahat? Pati yung pagpapalaki ng mga papaya kung kailangan mo hindi.
Papaya?
Tama?
Kasama?
Okay din sa'yo na ganon?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Kumbaga, they have to, like sabi mo nga, diba? You have to do the whole package. Na parang, hindi lang naman mukha or hindi, parang, palaki natin yung bubab. Diba? Palaki natin yung
exactly. Palaki ng puwet.
Yeah, oo. And, kailangan mo talagang gawin yun. And, tapos yung mga pictorial mo na see-through na t-shirt. Diba yung mga parang...
yung mga ganun. Sure.
Mga wet look,
Mga wet
look, exactly. Kasi even at the time, Mother Lily was offering 14 ni Dina Bonnevie with me. Parang i-remake yung 14 ni Dina Bonnevie. And at that time, si Dina parang sexy rin yun. And ganun din, meron siyang parang wet look na scene or something. Because at that time, when I was much younger also, they were saying that I look like Dina, ni Miss Dina.
Actually, yes.
Kami ni Miss Dina. So, sabi ni Mother Lily, sige na, gawin na natin yung remake ng 14. I think I was only, at the time when they were asking me to do it, I was already about 18, 19 years old. Hindi ako 14, but I mean,
yes, but you look 14 during that time.
But sabi ko, no. I was in college, I was in UST, which is like a very,
reputable na university, tapos bigla ka magka-14.
Oo, kasi di ba napaka-strict naman din nila yung mga...
Exactly. Pero alam mo, Beth, iisipin mo kung yung ngayon, compared before, parang because of the social media, nakikita mo na lahat halos naguhubad na. Diba? Sa social media, they're not even celebrity, pero makikita mo talagang...
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. Parang, okay, normal na siguro.
Yeah, a lot of things have changed already. And some of things I didn't know. Like, I don't know. Pagkausap ko minsan si Juday, or even si Dominic, like si Dom. When Dom and Bea were here, they visited me 2021. I was here. They were here during my baby shower. For Sloan. So, like, sometimes I ask them, like, kamusta na mga taping? Kamusta na mga shooting sa Pilipinas or something? Because before, di ba, parang kami nagtitaping kami ng 8 to 8. 8 ng umaga hanggang sometimes 10 o'clock the next day.
Oh, wow.
And considered yun na 1 day lang, hindi 2 days ang bayad mo doon. Kasi kahit na nag-overnight ka na. As in, yung taping mo, umagahan, magdamagan. Sabi niya, ay ate, iba na. Parang, kumbaga may mga cut-off na. Sabi ko, inabutan ko yung cut-off. Pero pag hindi ka kasing sikat ni Judy and Santos, hindi ka pwede magbigay ng cut-off. Diba yung mga sobrang sikat?
Oo.
May cut-off sila na hanggang 2 a.m. lang ako ha. After 2 a.m., uuwi na ako. Yung hindi sila magpapaumaga. May cut-off talaga sila. And usually, mga mas matatandang artista like let's say sila Gloria Romero, yung medyo may mga edad na, inuuna yung mga eksena nila kasi may cut-off din sila kasi may edad na sila. Which is true. So yung iba, yung mga support and all, sila yung kawawa kasi sila yung mga magdamag.
Hanggang madaling araw. Oh my God.
So, sabi naman nila, na iba na raw, so parang ginawa ng, kung hanggang 2 o'clock lang, hanggang 2 a.m. lang. Yun yung cut-off for everybody.
Which is good.
Which is good kasi, I mean, parang discrimination din naman yun, di ba? Na parang,
oo, no?
Sila lang yung may karapatang mag-cut off.
Mag-cut off, tapos ikaw
di ba? Parang,
you're right.
Yun. But ngayon, so they're very good na daw in doing that, na kumbaga equally distributed na. Kasi before, uunahin lahat ng eksena nung pinakabida. Kasi kailangan niya matapos agad. So yung eksena mo, nakatenga ka lang, nag-iintay ka lang sa location na parang,
oh my God.
Anong oras kaya ako makukunan? Bakit yung eksena ko hindi pa, ba't ako kinuha lang maaga tapos hindi naman pala ako mag-taping agad? Kasi inuuna lahat ng eksena nung bida. Kasi sila yung unang uuwi. Pag natapos na yun, tsaka ka lang nila kukunan. The system before was like so not okay.
Pro for the star.
Oo nga,
If
parang
ngayon mo
unfair,
okay, okay
no?
na.
Exactly. That's why, sabi ko nga parang, happy na rin naman ako. I mean, sometimes I miss it. Like, you know, parang, and it makes me feel good and it flatters me, like, if people reach out, like, hey, we're actually gonna shoot a film dyan sa San Francisco or sa LA. Pwede ka ba? Ito yung role or something. Uy, thank you naman na naisip niyo pa rin ako or something. Actually, when I did, alam mo yung tinaping namin nung nasa New York pa ako. It's Kim Chu and Sian Lim. It's on ABS-CBN.
I think, na-remember ko yun.
The Story of Us. The Story of Us.
Okay.
Oo.
Story of Us. Yeah. Yun yung teleserye. Dude, 8 o'clock, I was called at the taping sa Queens. And I live in Forest Hills at the time. So, ang lapit ko lang. I can get there in like 20 minutes or something. So, they called me to be there at 8 a.m. Hindi ako nakunan until about 3 in the afternoon.
What?
Dumating ako doon, nakaayos na ako, naka-makeup na ako, wala nang gagawin. Kumbaga, ready na ako to roll. I could have slept, I could have done something else. Sabi ko, sana in-on-call na lang ako na tawagan nyo na lang ako 1 hour before.
Malapit ka lang naman, di ba?
Malapit ko lang eh.
Yeah.
Nakembot lang, nandun na ako eh. So, but then again, I mean, hindi mo naman din sila minsan masisisi, I guess, because, you know, there are some things that they're not in control of. Baka may nangyari or whatever or something. But, yun lang. Sana sinabihan lang din nila ako ahead of time. Tapos yun, ganun din. Natatapos yung taping. I think nag-taping ako for like a week. Tapos kami ng mga alas 5 ng madaling araw. Tapos I have to go to my office work at 8 in the morning. Dahil wala akong tulog. Para akong zombie. But I had fun.
Oo. Wait, so ganun pala talaga ang ano, no? Yung ang tawag dito, yung schedule, no? Yung system, no? Parang nakakapagod yun. Will you allow Sloan kung gusto niyang mag-artista?
I don't know. I don't know. I'll cross the bridge when I get there.
Oo nga, kasi nasa lahi no? I'm sure yung husband mo din, di ba? I-allow yun? Or pag-uusapan niya kasi babae
I know. Actually, nagbibiroan. Like, dali na si Sloan yan dito sa Pilipinas para makapag-commercial na. O i-book na.
Tapos child actress.
Oh my God.
I know. Sabi ko,
wag muna, masyado pang bata. Pero wait, what about yung coworkers mo? Alam ba nila na you're a superstar in the Philippines?
I have some Filipino. Well, some of them, yung iba, siguro mga 2 o 3 Pinoy who actually lived here or moved here nung bata pa sila. But because they have TFC, so, you know, they know, kilala ko yan. And then, I think someone Googled me and then went to my Instagram. Tapos nakita nila may blue tick. You have hundreds of thousands of followers? Who are you? And then I don't tell naman people who am I, not unless you ask me, or like, not unless i-open up nila yung, I heard you're an actress before, but I will never ever, simula nandito na ako, I will never ever put that in my resume. or hindi ko naman siya babanggitin na, kasi some people have asked me, like, when I moved here and then I changed jobs, right? Parang, okay, so from 2009 that you moved to New York, what were you doing then when you were in Manila? Kasi wala yun sa resume mo.
Exactly.
And I'm like, that's actually a good question.
Superstar.
Okay, tapos.
I'm actually, just sabihin ko na lang din ito. So I'm an actress back home in the Philippines. And then I'll just say, because I'm Filipino. So I was able to make a little name for myself back home. And so some people still recognize me here or whatever. Oh my God, that's amazing. You should tell people that. So I'm going, no. I mean, I'm not going to be walking around in the office like, I used to be an actress back home. What's that?
Oh my God. Oh, you know what? You're hired.
Sure, you're hired. Diba? No, but... Yeah.
Paano yung Beth, yung isa mo pang love? Pagluluto, may time ka pa ba?
Oo nga.
Naku, Day. Minsan wala na. Like lately, actually, recently lang, again, since I'm not training for a race, so ang dami kong plano. So, I'm gonna go start baking again. At saka parang gusto ko kasi si Sloan na tumulong-tulong, makigulo sa baking, magkalat sa kitchen or something. Pero parang ang konti ng time ko. By the time na, you work out in the morning, you wake her up also, get her ready to go to daycare, and then get yourself to work. And then by the time you get home, maghuhugas ka pa ng mga pinagkainan na.
Oo nga.
Yung dinner niya and all, may laundry pa. Siyempre yung laundry niya, kaliliit, di ba? Ng mga
yeah, exactly.
Meron siyang sariling load. Tapos load ko pa. Load pa ng tatay niya.
Exactly. Grabe, nakakapagod, no? Dito sa Amerika.
Sabi ko, parang hindi ako makakalimutan. I try to cook on Sundays, Saturday, Sunday, so I make a bulk of food. Like, lahat ng gusto kong kainin for a week. Gawa ako sinigang, gawa ako ng munggo. And then,
sarap.
Oo, tapos adobo, yung mga magandang i-freeze or something. Minsan kasi gusto ko sabaw. So, i-rotate ko na lang yun for the following week. So, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, yung 4 putahe, rotation na lang yun. Uulitin mo na lang yung hanggang sa maubos na siya. So, isang buong Sunday, like half day, pagkatapos namin mag-church or whatever, kung wala kaming plano by that afternoon. Actually, minsan Saturday pa lang, piniprep ko na siya. Lahat ng ingredients na kailangan i-cut or whatever. So, para pag Sunday, salang na lang lahat. Sabay-sabay na silang nakasalang. Ita-timing mo na lang. Kasi sabi ko nga, wala ka ng time na every night magpe-prepare ka or something.
Totoo.
Kailangan mo na lang talaga ng you just have to carve time to meal prep. And then
Exactly,
that's it.
that's how it is. Pero yung husband mo, what's his name? I'm sorry.
Adam.
Ulit. Si Adam. So Adam, does he eat Filipino food?
Oh, yeah. He loves anything that's lumpia. Lumpiang gulay, lumpiang Shanghai. He loves lechon kawali, sisig, sinigang, bulalo.
Oh, wow.
Pag nagawa ako ng munggo, tapos na-emoy niya na yung patis na nilagay mo na yung patis.
Wow.
Hate na yun. Bubuksan niya na lahat ng bintana. Bubuksan niya na lahat ng bintana. Oh my God! That's a fish sauce again.
How long have you been married, Beth?
I mean, I've known him since 2017, but we got married during COVID noong 2020. Wait.
Oh, wow.
Sorry. No, we got married. Oh my God, nakalimutan ko na. Kailan ba pinanganak si Sloan? 2021. Yeah, we got married 2021.
Oh, wow.
He proposed 2019, and then supposedly 2020 after Tokyo Marathon, kung natuloy, kung walang COVID noon, I was supposed to run Tokyo in 2020. Lahat nakaset na. We were going to Tokyo for a week, and then we were going to Phuket in Thailand for another week kasi gusto lang namin magbakasyon and all. We all had to cancel that in 2020. So, everyone went to quarantine ng 2020.
Exactly.
And then 2021, parang, kasi we were waiting na parang, we were gonna plan a wedding. Paano ka naman magpaplano ng wedding kung may COVID? So,
exactly.
Oo nga.
And then, we got pregnant through IVF ng 2021 when we did our transfer. So sabi ko sa kanya, well, we're gonna have a baby anyway. So I was like, do you just want to get married? Let's just get married. So we got married. We had a Zoom wedding.
Yeah. Close.
March, we got married March of 2021. We just had somebody from the county of San Mateo. And then one of his best friends, yun yung parang, siya yung maggagawa ng papers and whatever. And then his best friend, one of his best buddies from Kansas City, from college, yun yung nag-officiate. Kumuha ng license to officiate. So he took a class kasi parang yun yung pinaka-amisata ni Adam sa kanya. When I get married, you're officiating my wedding ha. So yun, siya nag-officiate. And then my half-sister who's in California, in LA, was one of the witnesses. Ang nakakatawa, this was a Zoom wedding. Ang ano na nga siya, COVID wedding na nga siya via Zoom. And yung what's this? Yung guests mo are limited pa. We're only allowed Adam's set of parents, yung
Sa
parents
Zoom?
sa Zoom from
Oh my
his
God.
side, and
Okay.
then my sister and my brother-in-law on my side. Yung mami ko, naka-FaceTime from Manila, hindi naman siya makapasok doon sa Zoom namin kasi for limited people
Hindi
lang din.
pa ang madami eh.
Ano
Paano
ba
Oo.
yun?
yan?
So my mom was just on FaceTime. Pinapanood lang niya yung 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 ceremony over
Yes.
Zoom. So it was just so funny. So that's it. That was our wedding. We didn't really have a party, hindi kami nag-celebrate or whatever. So I mean, down the line, Sloan's already turning 2, so hopefully we'll do like a belated wedding celebration siguro para like a destination wedding where we can actually also
Nice.
have people come over and celebrate. Kasi hindi kami nag-reception eh. We never had a reception.
Oo, kasi may COVID nun. Sa Pilipinas ba? Or dito? Sa...
Yun lang din siguro. Oo.
Oo,
Or,
oo.
you know what?
Invite
Amalfi.
kami.
Sa Amalfi.
Amalfi ko?
Ay, we love. Nakapunta ka ba?
I want to. I've never been, but I really want.
Bago tayo mag-move on, bago kay Adam, ano nangyari? Chos lang.
You were with him. Yeah, you were with him. I mean, si Alex.
Nakilala namin si
diba?
Ano nangyari?
Well, we were together for almost 7 years. Can you imagine?
Oh my God, tagal nun, ha?
Yeah.
Wow.
So basically, the whole time I was in New York, we were together. Well, you know, he's what? He's 5-6 years younger than I am. So siguro he's not like ready to settle down, and I get that. And at that time, he was actually busy with a startup that he started, like a startup business.
Oo, para sa tech siya, no? That.
Yeah. So, you know, he was busy building that one. And then when I moved here, sabi ko nga sa kanya, my God, more than anybody else, ikaw dapat yung nag-move dito sa San Francisco because the Silicon Valley is here. All the VC companies are here, all the you know, investors are here. You come down here, and more than anything, if you need to network, ikaw dapat yung nandito. Sabi niya, yeah, I'll follow you. He just kept saying that he's gonna come follow, but he never did. Like even the first year that I was here, ako pa yung mas madalas pumunta sa New York than him visiting me in here in the Bay Area. So parang ako pa yung maraming times na nagpunta sa New York just for us to be together. So I guess, you know, long distance relationship didn't really work.
It wasn't meant, diba?
So, and it was okay. Parang we're still friends actually when we broke up, and you know, he would still get in touch, magte-text minsan, you know, just checking in. And even now that, you know, since I had Sloan, like sometimes he'll make comments on Facebook na, oh my God, she's adorable or whatever, she's great, she's an angel or whatnot. So
at least no, naging amicable, no?
Oo.
Kasi iba parang, di ba, may
I've always
tension.
been, in all fairness, sa past relationships ko, except for my ex-husband, most of them are all my friends. Like, we've always started in a good way. Kasi, especially, like, if your boyfriends, kung, like, in the industry, like, before with Nino Mulak, and then with Romnick Sarmenta, two of the guys that I dated or have been together sa industriya. And show business is just a small industry. Magkikita rin kayo. You bump into each other. And then the circle's really very small. So, you will, it's better na hindi kayo magkaaway and at least amicable. You know me, I'm always like not a peacemaker, but I don't like having grudges or like...
Or no confrontations and negative vibes.
So, hanggat maaari kung pwedeng magkaibigan tayo. I remember, was it Ate Sharon's show? I think it was Ate Sharon's show or Chris Aquino's show. So Romnick and I actually guested because the topic was, can you be friends with your ex? That was the topic. Kasi guest kaming dalawa. We were actually asked to guest in that one just to prove that you can be friends with your ex. So yeah, we guested in that one. Actually, sometimes sa YouTube, kapag you Google Romnick or me, yung guesting namin sa show na yun.
Mapanood nga. Mapanood nga yun. Sa bagay, no? Pero paano mo na-meet, si Adam na ngayon?
You'll be surprised. Dating app.
Yay!
Jcas, tama yung ginagawa mo.
Diyan ako ngayon, yun ang gusto ko. That works for me. At saka may type ko eh. Parang may type.
Anong app?
Although he was like parang, it was vouched by a friend already. And then siguro nagkataon lang na nag-meet din sa, well, from the get-go, like in New York, di ba, parang, you meet somebody, you just go to a bar or whatever, somewhere, somehow, you'll meet someone. That's kind of like the old way of meeting anybody.
Exactly.
And I'm also not into like blind dating or like just dating na, yung, di ba nauso yung mga dating apps, Match.com and all these things. And actually one of my friends was like, why don't you try dating apps? Like, I don't like that. Because I don't even know what to say. Hindi ko alam kung sabihin ko or something.
Yeah.
So, sanay ako na pinakilala sa akin o kaibigan ng kaibigan.
Referral, trusted referral.
Exactly. Or like in the industry, kung katulad noon sa pag-artista, nakatrabaho mo and then you were able to spend time together, naging close kayo while filming or whatnot, which is, very usual sa mga artista. So I was used to like that. Ayoko nang binablind date kasi parang ayoko ng surprise. Hindi naman sa ayoko ng surprise. It's just that I would rather have or know someone who's vouched for by somebody.
Exactly.
And then here, I guess itong yung mga millennials kasi talaga, 'di ba? Parang it's so hard to find love. Kailangan everyone's busy. They're all career oriented and all. Even finding a relationship, you have to go through an app or whatever, this and that.
Swiping left and right.
Exactly. Swipe na lang. Yun ang uso ngayon.
I tried and I don't even know what to do with it. Fun fact, I didn't date a lot. Adam was my first date on the app and then that's it. I deleted the app.
What?
Congratulations.
Oh my God, congratulations.
Kasi ako ngayon, nababat ako sa pag-subscribe eh. Kasi sabi ko, ano ba ito? Kailangan ko yata mag-subscribe.
Ang dami ng subscription ni Jay.
No, I know, parang, di ba that's the whole point of like yung dating apps is for you to like date a lot.
Afterwards.
Exactly.
Mag-date ka na mag-date and then from there you kind of like filter it or whatever. But for me kasi parang okay naman siya and I had a great time and hindi ako ma-date na parang yung I don't know, siguro it's just me. I'm not comfortable in today I'm meeting this one and then tomorrow I'm meeting someone for brunch and then another one for dinner.
May kaibigan kami ganyan marami.
Parehas tayo, Beth. Hindi ko kaya rin yun. Nakapagod. Parang trabaho.
Parang fully booked ka.
You're putting yourself out there every time. Kasi simula lang naman yung online eh. Kasi ako, and then next level you chat, then text, then FaceTime. Kasi nga mahirap na ma-catfish. Kailangan makita mo kung sino ba siya. Totoo ba yan?
Exactly.
And then hindi na nga ganito na hindi na yung hindi na yung formal na dinner tayo. Wag na tayo magsayang ng time at pera. Let's just coffee saglit o ganyan. Yung ganyan na ngayon, oo.
So with Adam, he was my first date and then I didn't date anyone after that. So we what we did is like we had drinks. We went to like a tiki bar, which is near my office. He chose a place. I said, where's your office? I go, this is my office. Malapit lang din ako dyan. I'll look for a bar that's walking distance. It's like a block away from my office. So after work, went there, I met him, and we had drinks. And then after that, it was actually nakakatuwa yung first date namin. And then after that, sabi niya, I'm hungry. So I go, I know, I'm hungry too. Like, hindi kasi kami, syempre, hindi ka naman pwedeng drinks lang, di ba? So, I know, I'm so hungry. Sabi niya, I think there's a burger place around, there's an alley, yung Super Duper Burger. I'm gonna bet you, sabi niya sa akin, I'm gonna bet you there's a Super Duper Burger here. If there is, you're buying dinner. So I go, I'm always around here, but I don't think there's a Super Duper here. I bet you there is. Alam niya pala yung lugar. True enough, there's a little alley over there, and then andun yung burger joint. Andun yung Super Duper. I was like, okay. So I treated him for dinner. So he for drinks, he paid for drinks when we had drinks. And then for dinner, I paid for dinner. And then during dinner, there's like a song that's playing in the background. And then I just parang started singing. Ah, da, 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 parang, trying to sing along. Tapos sabi niya, do you like karaoke? That's what he asked me. Sabi ko,
Okay.
you're talking to the wrong person. I'm Filipino. Of course we love karaoke. He invented karaoke. That's what I told him. And then he was like, oh my God, I love karaoke. For a white person to say he loves karaoke.
Exactly.
Something. And then it was so random. Sabi niya, you want to go karaoke today? Like tonight? This was all unplanned. Like we only wanted to have drinks. And then, parang ginawa na namin spontaneous. You wanna go to a karaoke bar? Sure, let's go. So we did. We went to a karaoke bar. This was like Wednesday or Thursday, probably. It's not even a weekend. So it's middle of midday, middle of the week. Parang school night ba? And yeah, we went there. It's funny because the karaoke joints here, ang gusto ni Adam na karaoke, yung may stage tapos may taong nanonood. Hindi yung
May public, oo.
Ayaw
Hindi
niya
yung room
nung
per room.
yung room.
ayaw niya ng
Okay.
audience. Gusto niya may audience. Gusto niya may audience. Sabi ko talaga, oh my God, I've never met somebody who's like this. Na mas gusto pa niya yung may audience kaysa ako
Kesa sa'yo.
audience. And there was like a long list of people before us na parang I was already having another drink at the bar. And I was like, this is gonna take us forever kasi ang haba ng pila. So Adam actually gave $20 para lang kasi you give $1 for every song. So sabi niya they call it a KJ, karaoke jock. KJ.
KJ mo naman.
Oh, KJ.
Binigyan niya ng $20 yung KJ just to bump both of us up top. Para lang mauna na kami. Kasi kung iintay, aabutin na kami ng
hindi ka makakapasok the following day.
Before our time. So, finally, I sang, and then he was taking it, actually hanggang ngayon nasa phone pa niya yung video na first time na nag-karaoke kami. And then, after that, kanta din siya. He actually sang parang a rap or whatever, jump around, which is actually fun kasi everyone was like singing and dancing with him. And we had a great time. Uber kami. And then we split up. I took the BART home, and he was staying in the city. It was a fun night. So parang, very spontaneous at the same time na we just started with drinks, and then we ended up having dinner. And then after nag-karaoke kami. So
I thought umabot ng di ba may iba na sa frontal, umabot na kayo, you're watching the sunrise together.
Okay naman yan. Gusto ko sana ng ganun, pero sa akin.
May pasok.
Pero, Beth, nakakakilig yung kwento mo. Is it safe to say that you were smitten on your first date?
I guess so. I mean, I don't know. For me kasi, I guess the first thing is comfortable and also like, you just had a great time naturally. So parang yung friendship na parang mag-start kayo as friends or whatever. Kasi tapos, importante sa akin ng sense of humor. Pag hindi ka nakakatawa, ayoko kitang kasama. Hindi naman sa ayoko kitang kasama. But, it would be better if you have a good sense.
Nakakatawa, no?
Preferable na ganun.
Maganda ba ang boses?
Ay, oo!
Talaga? In fairness, ate singer.
Kumakanta si Adam. And then, what's this? So yeah, we just started like that. I guess, kasi nga sabi ko, coming from a super long relationship, like what? Almost 7 years.
No?
With the ones prior to that. So I was very careful also na you're not just doing like, parang rebound or whatever.
Exactly.
So more of like, let's start as friends. Let's hang out. Kung nag-enjoy naman tayo and then this leads to something, go. So from then on, we started doing like, we watched a movie and then we went to dinner. Nag-dinner na kami yung totoong dinner na magandang Italian restaurant. And then nagpunta kami sa mini golf. Fun things to do. There's a lot of fun things to do naman in San Francisco. And then we signed up for a half marathon together and we trained together. Nag-train kami together.
At least, wow.
Nagkikita kami during training. So after work, he would tell me or he would text me, "Are you gonna run today? Magkikita ba tayo sa training run or whatever?" So, yeah, I'll be there. So I'll see you. And then of course, after training, gutom ka. Halika, kain tayo. We're gonna have to eat. So magdi-dinner din kami. So it became like that until like, you know what? This is made for us. Like this relationship or whatever. I think it was best that we started as like parang, as friends, like we started out. And hindi yung first date nyo pa lang, nag-chorba na kayo or something.
Exactly. I was about to ask you, like, chorba agad.
Chorba. Chos. Pinalam talaga.
What's that?
Pinalam talaga. So, ang ganda no kasi,
kailan daw kayo nag-chorba?
Matagal pa. Oo. Kumbaga, baka mga more or less 10 dates or whatever bago pa nagganun.
Oh, at least ang tagal. Babaeng Filipina si Beth.
Oo.
Yeah.
Nakahawak sa dito, ganyan. No?
Nakahawak sa may ganun, babaeng Filipina ako.
Kasi syempre, di ba, I'm not also, and I'm actually 2 years older than Adam. What's this? And like, I'm not getting any younger. I was in my 40s na parang, I'm not here to like, F around and just like, and play around or whatever. Na parang, I would want to find somebody that I could start a family with. That's actually going to be like serious with me and all. So, I just wanted to, and I don't also want to be like dating a lot of people. Na parang, sabi ko nga, if I can stick with one and I'm happy and, he's happy with me, we make each other happy, and okay naman kami, we have a good relationship, para kaming barkada, we're best friends and all, then that's great. I wouldn't ask for
yun ang gusto ko, yun ang goal ko din. Yung, I genuinely want to find someone I want to hang out with.
Exactly.
Yung walang effort, yung just like, yeah, let's go out, yung ganun.
Yung game lang siya sa lahat ng game, kasi parang mo siyang barkada.
Barkada, importante yun, no? Yung kahit ano.
Hindi mo alam gawing jowa yung barkada mo, di ba? Gagawin mo. I have a lot of my gay friends back in New York. I call them my gay husbands. Kasi if I would find, even before, they're the perfect husband for me. Kasi you get along very well when we travel together. I always tell this to people na you would know, even with my pamangkin, sa mga relationships nila, like si Dom and si Bea, the very first time that they traveled, so you would know a person, jowa mo, kaibigan mo, katrabaho mo, once you start traveling together.
Totoo yan.
You will know the person. Kasi kanya-kanya kayo ng trip eh.
Exactly.
Doon mo nga ito malalaman.
Kung malalaman kung okay kayo. Like all of my friends, my running friends, and then we go on a runcation. Pagkatapos ng marathon, mag-travel kami. Like when we did London Marathon, we went to Morocco. We went to Marrakesh. So we went to Casablanca. We had a private tour. And there's like 12 couples or whatnot. We had an amazing time kasi swak kaming lahat. Kahit na iba yung mga trip namin. Minsan, you don't always have to be together. Minsan, meron yung kasama sa trip na, may pupuntahan daw sa ganito. Ayoko niyan, pas ako dyan. Hindi ko trip yan. Okay. There's no bad blood na ang arte naman nito, ayaw sumama.
Exactly.
Dapat good vibes lahat. Tapos
dapat
mga
okay
trip.
lahat. Cool.
Yeah. So, that's the good thing. So, lahat ng mga kaibigan ko ganun. And sabi ko nga, you gauge and you know the people you are with when you start traveling together. Kasi doon mo makikita yung totoong ugali ng mga kasama mo na parang, oh my God, ang hirap naman palang kasama nito.
Totoo, logic.
So, ang ganyan, di ba? So, I see you guys, you always travel together. You seem like the besties together. So,
feeling ko magkakasundo tayo, no? Pag nakatravel natin to. Kasi rin kami, fun, chill. Pag trip nung isa, go? Sige, go. Basta walang arte, go lang.
Hindi mo gusto.
Exactly, parang walang pressure. Walang pressure, no?
Kung ayaw mong sumama, diwag. Magkita na lang tayo mamaya over dinner. Saan ang dinner? Gantong oras. Okay, I'll meet you there. Okay?
Yun. Ayun, masarap kang kasama kasi may ibang may mga nakasama na kami dati na.
Ayoko yan. Kasi gusto ko yung sabi ko, ang arte naman ito. Sarap kurutin sa singit.
We will not travel together again. You know?
Oo, parang last na to,
Hope
promise.
natin yan hindi na siya invited sa next. Kasi nga, ang but yeah, so all of us, it's good. Like what Jakas was like saying na, it's good to find someone that you can hang out with. Yung, parang minsan, pagkagising namin ni Adam sa umaga, parang, what do you want to do today? So, I don't know. Do you want to go for brunch? Yeah. I feel like minsan we finish each other's sentences. Remember the bacon in
Sweet.
Diba? Ay, kapag yung tipong gano'n. So, and then minsan out of the blue na parang, we should go to Tahoe. We should drive to Lake Tahoe and just, mag-Airbnb na lang tayo doon. O sige, minsan biglang, tingin ka sa Airbnb. O sige, tara, let's go. Sa mabilis na impake, kasama yung aso, wala pa si Sloan nun. And then, so para lang kayong magbarkada na, gusto mo mag-backpack? Mag-backpacking tayo sa ganito. Gusto mo mag-hiking tayo sa ganyan. Yung things that you would do with your friends,
exactly.
you can do with him also.
Nag-swap lang din kayo talaga. Alam mo yon.
And also, ang nakakatuwa because he also has things that he just does by himself. Like he loves poker. He loves playing poker. So sometimes he goes to Vegas to join poker tournaments.
Oh, wow. Uy, wow.
I don't have anything against it. Na parang, even before I met him, I know that he likes. And he told me na, I love doing tournaments. But hindi yung gambling addict na.
Exactly, oo.
Trabaho ka po, so hindi ka pwedeng mag-ano. Ano lang, hobby na minsan.
Hobby lang.
Minsan kasi may World Poker Tournament, di ba? Yung WSOP sa Vegas. And he just likes joining it. And the good thing about it is he's good at it. Out of like 3,000 people or 3,000 players in a 3-day tournament, he made it to the top 10 or top 15.
Wow! Ganun siya kagaling?
So sabi ko, okay lang. Sometimes like it's break even. Sometimes he'll make a little bit of money here and there. But it's more for him like, it's something that he really likes to do.
For pleasure.
Kasama ka niya, ininganyo ka rin niya para you'll get into it? And
so this is the thing, like I let him do it. Like sometimes he'd ask me, you want to go to Vegas? Or, I'll go to the tournament and you can do whatever. I can have a massage, I can watch a show, I can do whatever. But I don't want him stressing out na, it's okay. That's kind of like your boy thing. Because I do that also. Like when I go, sometimes I run marathons. It's very selfish of me if I drag him to, pupunta ako ng Sedona kasi tatakbo ko ng half marathon doon. Do you wanna go? Kasi wala naman siyang gagawin, mag-cheer lang din siya or whatever.
Exactly.
Paano kung ayaw naman niya mag-cheer? Mahal pa kasi kuha ka ng
ang cool nyo. You're the type of couple that secure kayo na, okay, we love doing things together, but at the same time, it's okay that we do things on our own.
Exactly. Like, I don't care. Like, sometimes he'd tell me, it's like, babe, is it okay? I'm going to go to Vegas on this month. Like, he'll tell me beforehand. I don't think we have anything in our calendar. Like, there's really nothing big or we're not going anywhere. I was like, yeah, sure. Go. Sure, go.
Wow. Walang trust issues.
Kasi minsan, di ba, parang minsan okay din yun na, you'll miss each other. 3 days din kayo.
Exactly.
Sometimes I go to New York by myself. Like, it's someone's birthday or whatever. Or may race or something like that. Sorry, gustong sumama.
Oh my God, how cute!
Oh my God.
Wait, anong name? I forgot.
This is Lily. Hi, Lily. Hi, Lily. Kanina pa siya
cute. Oh my God.
What kind of dog, Beth?
It's a Bernedoodle. It's a Bernese Mountain Dog and a Labradoodle mix.
Bernedoodle.
Oh my God.
Kita mo gusto na niya maging star, makita sa TFC.
May Instagram page to eh.
Talaga naman. Pati may aso, yung aso celebrity din.
Yeah. Parang may 1,000 followers na yata siya.
Sige, pa-follow namin.
Kanina pa niya ako ginaganon, siguro sabi niya, pansinin mo naman ako kanina.
Tama na yan.
Oo, parang pakita. Ako din naman, gusto ko magpakita sa ano.
Oo.
Pero kumusta kang mother, at saka kumusta siyang father, si Adam?
You know what, I told people this one na parang, I've always taken care of my pamangkins before. Like sila Dominic, yung mga pamangkin ko when I was still in Manila. Kasi bunso ako sa family namin. So, when I had my first pamangkin when I was 12, I was super excited. Kasi para akong, maging ate ako for the first time. Kasi I will be able to take care of someone younger than I am. So, the good thing is like, I mean, hindi siya sa akin, pero parang minsan sinasabi ko, kulang na nga lang ako nagluwal dyan sa mga pamangkin ko eh. Because I love them so much. And tawag nila sa akin ate, hindi tita. Because we were close with age. I mean, I was 12 when I had my first nephew. So, para lang kami magbabarkada pag magkakasama kami. And then, I was telling Dominic, when we were in Tokyo, sabi ko, you know what? Being a mom of Sloan or something, like being a mom, na nanay na talaga ako ha, hindi yung dahil sa inyo mga pamangkin ko. Sabi ko, like half of the time, like 50% of the time, I'm winging it. It's a trial and error for me. Like, you're just winging everything now, hoping it works, right? Like, how am I going to make sure that she's going to grow up to be a good baby or a good daughter or whatever? I mean, you can only do so much. You can only teach them so much. And sabi ko nga, whatever it is, I think I'm doing enough. I wanted to think that I'm doing enough for her. I just want her to be happy. I always, yun ang lagi sa akin, her happiness, and she's healthy. Every time I see her, as long as parang nakikita ko happy siya, and she's just like learning and all these things. Like ngayon, ang plano ko is like, every weekend, like, where do you want to go? Like, we went to the zoo last weekend, and then I always take her out. We always have like our mommy and daughter bonding time, even if it's just going to the park or doing some crafts. And I'm not really like craft. I'm just like doodling and scribbling. Just trying to find time and make time with her. And then when I actually bought, when she was still a baby, actually, hindi pa siya pwedeng mag-stroller run noon. Bumili ako ng stroller that's really for running. It's a running stroller.
The jogger,
something
like that. Okay.
Yeah. So, kasi iba yung suspension niya, pang trail talaga siya. So I brought her. I was running with her. Some of my miles when I was training is stroller miles. I go with her sa trails. So we'll do like 45 minutes to like an hour run outside. And she likes it. She likes seeing all the birds also if we go on a trail. And then I always like just chat with her. You doing okay, Sloan? Are you doing okay over there? And she's like, ganun lang siya. I think she's having a great time. But now, sabi ko nga, she's getting bigger. Ang bigat na niya. Ang hirap niya nang itulak sa stroller.
Yeah, ang cute.
So, especially now na yung pinupuntahan pa naman namin na trail, it's like rolling hills. So just like pushing her on rolling hills, like, oh my God, it's like double the effort. But whatever time that we could give her and spend time with her, I think that's the most important thing. And,
spoiler ka kaya, tingin mo?
Feeling ko. Minsan sabihin ko sa kanya, you can't have that. Sige na nga, yan na nga. Ang bilis kong kausap. No. Sasabihin ko, no, you can't have that. Sige na nga.
Are you gonna teach her Tagalog then?
Oh yeah, I talk to her in Tagalog.
Talaga? Oo.
Para akong subtitle. So if I talk to her, sabi ko, do you wanna eat? Gusto mo nang kumain? So doble. So para talaga siyang subtitle.
Subtitle, totoo.
So, and then like my mom, I always tell her like, that's Lola. It's not grandma, that's Lola. That's my mom. But of course, yung grandma niya sa daddy side, that's grandma. So tawag niya sa mommy ko, Lola. Lola, that's Lola. And then sometimes I talk to her na parang Taglish. Oh my God, Sloan, be careful. You're gonna get bukol. So even Adam sometimes, what's that? What's bukol?
Is Adam trying to learn Tagalog or na?
It's funny, they're learning together.
Exactly, yun na nga was about to say. Para silang natututo.
Both of them are. So if I talk to Sloan in Tagalog and then he hears it, wait, what's that? What did you just tell her? I told her like this, like that. So dalawa silang tinuturuan ko na. So So hopefully,
Naging teacher ka ba?
sabay silang matuto ng Tagalog. Diba?
Oh my God. Alam mo, gusto ko yung... When are you planning to come to New
Ano,
York?
nandito ka pa rin? Ano ba?
Kaya nga, no?
Alam mo ba kasi, barkada-barkada na namin si Rachel Alejandro din dito.
Oh, really?
Nagka-cocktails kami, oo.
Oh, that's good.
Tama ka, di ba? Lahat tayo magaganda.
Si Jeka sa pinaka-muse.
Exactly. Ikaw ang
Pagpunta mo rito ha, Rachel, let's go out. Kung sana kasama din si Sloan and si Adam, pero
yes. I always imagine, nadala namin si Sloan sa Tokyo. That was her first international trip. So we were thinking that, oh my God, it's going to be bad because of the jet lag and all. But she was amazing. She was an angel baby. She did great. And she had the best time with my mom because it was the first time that my mom saw her. So, so my mom was there, my brother was there, my sister-in-law, two of my pamangkin, si Dom at saka si Jeff. So a lot of my Manila contingent showed up at the Tokyo Marathon, which made it super special. So ang saya. And, sabi ko, dinala namin si Sloan sa Disneyland. So it was her first Tokyo Disneyland trip. She loved it. She loved Disneyland. Actually, fun fact again, Adam's never been to any Disneyland, even here in America.
What?
So, pareho sila ni Sloan, first time in
enjoy.
Was he wearing the ears?
Of course, the Mickey Mouse ears, yes. They have to. And sabi ko nga did you really go to Disneyland if you don't have the Mickey ears headband?
The Mickey ears, exactly.
Kailangan mo kasi ako I've been to all the Disneylands, Hong Kong, Tokyo, Europe, and Paris, and then the one in Anaheim in LA. Actually, hindi ko pala napupuntahan is Disney World in Florida. But
Di ba?
Wow. So sabi ko, well, it's gonna be fun. All of us will go there together. Maybe 1 week kaming nasa Disneyland.
Oo, nasa Disney World, no?
Trying to finish the parks there, diba? So,
nakakapagod, pero sige. Pero, Beth, promise pagpunta mo dito,
you have to. Time ka konti sa actual trip mo.
Yeah, of course. Actually, the last time, remember we were texting each other nung November?
Yes, in
November, when I was there
yes.
for the marathon. I mean, it was super quick because I think I took a red-eye flight. Ganyan ako I usually take a Thursday night red-eye flight, arrive New York early morning ng Friday, work from New York Friday, kasi ayoko masayang yung PTO ko.
PTO.
I will work from New York on Friday, and then Saturday, I only have 1 day to actually hang out with friends. And then Sunday was the marathon, nung November that I was there. Sunday was the marathon. Pagkatapos ng marathon, nakita ko lang yung mga kaibigan kong nag-cross ng finish line. All right, goodbye, congratulations. I went straight to the airport already because I had a flight. Yung flight ko ng pabalik was like 6 p.m. New York time. And then I will get here like around 11 or like 12 o'clock yata na
Grabe, no? Sana mahabaan mo.
Sa work, so oh my God. Usually, if I'm there, I always tell my friends na like sila Aris, di ba? Sabi ko, my God, every time galing akong New York, I need another vacation from that vacation.
From the vacation.
Oo. Ano tayo kay Aris yung Gugu Room?
Sa Gugu Room.
Oh my God, ang sarap.
Oo, ang ganda.
Nakapunta ka na, di ba? Ng Gugu
Room? Yes.
Oh, yes.
Actually, when they haven't opened yet, kaming La Sloan, when we went there last year, kami yung mga first testers ng pagkain na isi-serve nila. So, this is what we're serving. So, kami yung nag-taste test. Ako, okay, go. Pasok sa menu to.
Ang galing. Promise, Beth, ako excited na tuloy ako ma-meet na ulit. Oh my God, pasensya na. Diyos ko, 12 o'clock na pala dito sa... 12 na pala dito. Oo nga, 1.5 hours na.
Si Beth, no?
I know. Thank you so much, Beth. Thank you so much. Suki na yan si Beth. At saka,
it's always great chatting with you guys.
I know. And next time siguro para pag punta mo rito, sana si Rach, no? Si Rachel. Nandito rin para let's all go out and inom. Yeah.
Sabi ko nga, I have to make a trip there just because yung Here Lies Love. I mean, I've seen Here Lies Love nung una na sama yun, yung sa Soho pa lang sila. I don't know if you guys seen it the very first time that they ran it. it was a small theater in Soho. Was it in Soho? It was in Soho. Um, Nandiyan pa ako noon. I actually was still in New York when they had it. They had a run. They had a run of Here Lies Love ng para mga 1 week lang or something. So we were able to watch it. And then now that they're
Ito
gonna
na.
go abroad,
nga, full-fledged
Yes.
talaga, no?
first all
Filipino way.
yeah, it's a first all Filipino Broadway show. So syempre support tayo sa mga Pinoy
Exactly.
kababayan natin. So hopefully opening night nila, kung may makuha akong ticket, bahala na. And I will try to go there and watch the show. And hopefully we could all get together.
Yes,
Diba?
nako. Ano na yan? Done deal. Definitely.
Yeah.
Pag sinabi mong, Jess, I'm flying on this. Okay, fine. Okay. Anong date ka pwede? Kasi I'm sure you
Sometime.
will, imi-meet mo lahat ng ang daming nakaabang for sure.
Oo.
Nakapila
Dami
na
nakakamiss
friends
sa'yo na
mo.
friends mo dito eh.
That's a
Oo.
good thing. Sabi ko, may pamangkin. Even they've noticed it. Like sila Dom. Sabi nga nila, ate, you're very good at you're very good at,
Really?
I know, you're very good at choosing, not naman choosing people, but like choosing your tribe. That's the term that they use. Choosing your tribe. Because they've seen them. Like we've hang out like when we were in Tokyo. They're all good people. All of my friends in New York are all good people. And then all the friends that I made here in San Francisco are all good people. Sabi ko nga eh, I'm always grateful. Sobrang thankful ako kasi, binibigyan ako ni Lord ng mabubuting
At saka,
tao.
marunong ka mamili. Ibig
Oo nga.
sabihin.
Yeah.
I'm Omega. Diba, Jessie?
Yeah.
Hindi kasi ako marunong.
Si Jessie natututo na yan eh.
Oo,
Pero,
natuto na ako.
si Jessie
Natuto
kasi,
na ako. Oo.
ano lang, makilala lang ngayon, best friends na ngayon. And forever.
Kasi feeling ko lahat ng tao mabait eh. Ewan ko ba? Diyos ko Lord. Pero
No.
marunong na ako ngayon.
All the people have for sure, they have like good intentions naman. I think at the beginning, that's the purpose, diba? Good intentions. And then later on, you will see naman. But ako, sabi ko nga, swerte lang din ako. I'm sure I've dealt with people who are not okay, but I know how to distance myself naman from people who are like that. And I'm just really blessed that, I get to hang out and with really maayos na tao. At saka hindi
Yes.
nakakahiyang ipakilala sa ibang tao.
Sa ibang
Oo,
tao.
yun.
Totoo.
Like sila Ate Sharon have became friends with my friends from New York. She calls them like her New York, posse, like her tribe also.
Oh,
And
wow.
then sila Juday, ganun din. Like si Juday, have met them couple of times, plenty times. And she only has good words for all of my friends from New York and here in San Francisco. So sabi ko nga, for those people who knows Ate Sharon and sila Juday na, mabibilang mo lang din naman sa daliri mo, sa kamay mo yung mga yung totoong
True.
kaibigan.
Yeah, in one hand
Totoo
lang
yan.
actually.
Kami,
Totoo.
ganun din eh. Like, sa mga artista ba, ilan lang sila, sino lang mga kaibigan ko? Si Juday, si Ate Sharon, very few who are super close to us. And some of them are like all non-showbiz now. And that's how we roll. And that's just how we kind of like, I guess how we open our lives to other people na, oo, open book naman kami sa lahat ng tao, pero we still kind of filter the people that we really let in. Yung pinapapasok talaga namin sa buhay namin. So, just luck. We have those people
Exactly.
around us. So, super happy for that. Yeah.
Kaya maraming salamat ha. I mean, I hope like you let us, nakagano na siya.
Oo nga.
Oo. Let us into your life too, and we will also vice versa, kasi alam namin maganda talaga ang vibes ni ang ganda ng aura mo and vibes. You've always been a kind and very warm person. That's why love na love ka ng naming tatlo dito na sa OAGOT.
Salamat.
Maraming salamat,
And
Beth.
before we let you go, Beth,
Yes.
anything you want to say sa lahat ng mga global fans mo pa rin all over the world, your last message to everyone.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and hope you had a great time with our Chikahan session today. If you just want to follow me along, you can also follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, I think on Facebook. Pero wag na po sa Facebook. Yung Facebook ko pang mga family ko lang yun. Family and friends. Really good friends. Instagram. Just want to follow us. You can see Lily there. You can see
Yes.
Alone. Just our running adventures and all my friends and our trips. So, yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Beth. And hopefully, maybe one of these days you'll have a couple of was that a couple of movies projects, diba?
Yeah. I mean, I missed one, but just because of scheduling. But hopefully, we'll have another one.
Ano daw yung
I'm
script
sure.
daw, marathoner na Pinay. Pasok na pasok yun.
Exactly. I'm sure because Sibyl, right? Sibyl
Oh,
Santiago.
yeah.
Oh, she's a friend eh. So I'm sure ikakast ka niyan. Oh my God. Si Sibyl ba sabi?
Dati siyang, it's such a small world. Dati siyang roommate ng gay husband ko sa New York, si James.
Really?
They were roommates before, yeah.
Oh, small world,
That's why I met Sibyl.
Yeah, mukhang cool din naman si Bill din eh.
Sobra. Super cool chick. Sobra. My God, thank
Ayan
you so
po.
much, Beth.
Oh my
Maraming
God.
salamat. Bye, Lily.
Mga kapugat, thank you very much for watching. And don't forget to share this episode amongst your friends and family. Also, mga kaogat, follow our socials sa Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And also, thank you very much, TFC subscribers. And also, FYE Channel Comunizens in Kumu. Thank you for watching. And of course, our friend, ever since, Miss Beth Tamayo, thank you very much for the great catch-up and great conversation as always. O, diba? Ayan, maganda tayo.
Bye, Lily.
Mag-last toast tayo, guys.
Yes.
Yan. Amidst the challenges of life, let's still find ways to be happy. Let's all talk about it. Over
a glass or two. Hi, Beth. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye, Lily. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good night, guys. Mwah.
Thank you.